Hello, ladies and gents. So, are you guys hungry for some really enjoyable non-stop action? Yeah? Do I have a treat for you today then? Courtesy of Dampne, I recently received the WZ132 replay with the most kills ever scored in this machine, at least as far as the WOT replays archives go. Currently there are only 2 replays with 12 kills, one all the way back from patch 8.4, and now also this one from 9.17. Let's not keep you waiting then, there are tanks ready to be blown up. Check this one out! Alright, so here we are in our WZ132, this time around defending in an assault match on Karelia. Now having a look at the matchmaking, well first of all, that's a lot of light tanks and almost no tank destroyers, so this could be a quite fun battle if we can avoid the wrath of those 3 artilleries on the enemy team. At the same time we have 3 ourselves, so if we manage to spot something on the flanks, we might be able to get our hands on a decent amount of spotting damage. Don't worry though, this will not be a passive scouting game, oh far from it. Now we also have to say that, while technically this is a tier 9 match, we only have to worry about a T10 and an M53-55 in that regard on the enemy team, and we will be basically fighting tier 8s for the most part, so the matchmaking is pretty much as good as it gets for a tier 8 light tank. When these little monsters get into a match like this, they are one of the most powerful and fearsome foes really you can encounter, well if their commanders know what they are doing of course. Now we're going here on some early spots. We have to be careful though, because really there is only a T-54 that has come with us. So if we spot a larger push, so far it's really only an M49 and a Pershing, then we will have to hightail it out in a really hasty fashion. Nice little shot there in the Pershing. Oh, with some fire as well, that's a really good start. Doing almost 500 damage to the tier 8 medium tank, a very important one to start the match with. And then a lovely little snapshot there in the M49. Now the AMX M449 is basically the Liberté without the fancy paint job, so that's something we will not be able to penetrate from the front, unless we get its top cupola. The sides and rear though should be really no problem. This thing has 189mm of average penetration on its standard AP runs, so we should be really good firing AP for the most part in this battle. Now we spotted there a T10 making its way, and that's really not something that we can fight frontally, at least not at this stage in the battle. And also, most of the enemy team is making a push on the other side, so these 2 guys actually make a very good decision to fall back, reinforce the other side, and we can defend from the gap if the T10 decides to eventually make its way down this corridor. I spotted an AMX-12T and whoa! Was a little bit too enthusiastic there, unfortunately losing our loader, which we will put back instantly. So, luckily, we didn't take more damage, but even that was... yeah, you have to be careful with your health pool in these light tanks, it can go away quite easily. We are punishing that 12T, taking him out in a single shot. And if you have a look at who's spotted and who's not, there really is only the artillery and the KV-3 that's unspotted until now, so we can cross here in the open, even while spotted, without having to worry about snipers from above. Coming up right behind the SP-1C, who unfortunately takes out one of our own M49s. Then we can put in one more shot in its back, and then finish him off with a casual ram, and have a look at that snapshot. Ho-ho! Well, I have to say, we might be playing well here, but RNG is certainly on our side as well. But have a look at already the scores. We are down by 4 tanks already. It's 3 versus 7 kills at this stage. The match is only a couple of minutes old, and we pretty much have been squeezed into the base already. Now there will be a huge amount of tanks pouring down from that location, while the Titan is squeezing us from the other side as well, and unfortunately it seems actually our teammates are focusing on the other flank for some reason, so it's really down to us to try to stop these guys somehow. What was absolutely crucial is that we kept them lit, so artillery can focus in on them, although we are definitely focused here by artillery as well. And as the guys start to shoot up our teammates around the cap, we can put in some quite effective fire as well. Now these guys already took quite a beating, and we might be able to sneak that shot in. Oh, that unfortunately only tracks the T-29. And well, artillery certainly has an interest in us. We have to be careful though, because the UDES-3 seems took it upon himself to guard this corner and try to take us out. He's not advancing aggressively though, which is probably a mistake. He's completely full health and he's just allowing us to take his teammates out one by one. T-29 being the next, bringing us already on 4 kills. T-54 losing quite a bit of health, but doing some reasonable amount of damage as well. And it seems that it's down to the two of us to make a difference in this game. Now we managed to pull back the scores a little bit, but we are still down by 3 tanks. And the UDES, being as stubborn as he is guarding that corner, we decide to drive over and take out the E5, T-26 E5, which is again the Patriot without the fancy paint job, with a lovely shot in the side. Now it's time to help out the T-54, side and rear of the UDES-3. Well, that might be a really dangerous tank to encounter when it's sniping. Close quarters though, no problem. Now that was something to behold, really. That was most of the enemy team pushing down on one flank, and given the serious help from our artillery and the T-54, we have been doing some serious damage ourselves. Right behind the Pershing, lovely shot in the side once again, and then we don't stop and zoom across to see if we can spot the M49, which really, I don't know what he was doing there all this time, but we will not complain, because now he is alone and we are in a very strong position. If we can just spot that guy for artillery, that should already do the job, and the T-54 is coming back as well. Oh, he's aiming at this way, you have to be careful. Nice little wiggle there, making the shot go into our tracks. It's absolutely perfect result. One more shot into it, and is this far enough? No, unfortunately, the M49 can put another round into us. However, his time is already over, and that is kill number 8, Bradley Walter, secured. There are still 4 enemies left though, 3 artillery and a light tank. Now, the match looks pretty much to be in our pocket at the moment, but that's also a very dangerous T-rate light tank. I think we have to put in 2 shots though with 250 average damage, and whoa, that was a bounce, which is quite unfortunate. It's pretty much guaranteed that all the 3 artillery will aim on us, so we have to be extra careful here. Now we managed to sneak in a very important shot, so the next one will be already a kill shot. However, at this stage of the battle, we really have to be careful as well. T-54 is already out, so it's really a rather immobile Yak Tiger and 2 artillery that's behind us. Oh, that would have been nice to snap that one in. Didn't happen though. Come on. Nope. Unfortunately, 0.35 meters dispersion. Didn't have that, so that's time to advance. Get up close and personal, and we should be able to bring this one home just nicely. Have a look at these assassinations. I have to say I'm pretty impressed with the replays I'm receiving from the Chinese light tanks. Especially WZ131 and the 132 seem to be posting absolutely amazing scores. Oh, there is one of the artillery. Perfect! That's the cake at the end of the meal right there. Now, first shot unfortunately sails way over the artillery. Second one, auto aim, third person view, no problem. Well, bird of thanks for you. Alright, so one artillery down, the other one is coming out to take a punt at us. That's a really nasty Soviet sniper gun though, who gets smacked by its even number from RT. However, he misses, and that allows us to take him out as well. Only 20 seconds to go, and it would be really great to finish off this match in style. Come on, one shell in. Decide not to advance though. The M53-55 fires and then tries to pull back. 7 seconds, come on, yes! So close, and yet so perfect. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoyed this replay from start to finish. And I'm pretty sure Dampne did too, having bagged an ace tanker, high caliber pulse medal, Pescucci's medal and a crucial contribution all by himself, and of course a Top Gun. Most impressive indeed. Now, looking at the team results, I think it's fairly safe to say that this team was in desperate need of a hero, and we most certainly did deliver on that. Also, on a side note, this was probably the easiest crucial contribution for the unafraid Buffalo in his entire career. And last but not least, we fired 33 rounds in total, hitting 25 of them and penetrating 22. And if the over 4,300 damage would not have been enough, we even took home almost 2,500 assisted damage as well. Right, this was then our time looking at one of the only two replays from a WZ132 with 12 kills. A massive shout out to Dampne for sending in this absolutely brilliant replay, and congratulations to an amazing result. I hope you guys have been entertained just as much as I was, and if you have been, thanks a lot for considering giving this a like or sharing it. Now tomorrow I'm back with the first Funny Moments compilation from World of Warships this year, and on Thursday we will have a look at the best regular and premium tanks by win rate and profitability, summarizing up 2016. Thank you very much for watching everyone, and I look forward to seeing you again in one of the next videos.